Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, amazing, beautiful viewers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you are able to join me today. Hopefully these messages resonate for you. And if you're returning, I'm so blessed, so grateful that you found your way back to me. And I do hope that this message or messages resonate for you. We're looking at a pick a card reading, and we're asking Spirit for 3 cards here for our picks in regards to the week ahead. So 7 to 10 days approximately. Okay, now energy isn't concise when it comes to timing, and you guys are all kind of on different timelines depending on the energy frequency you're sitting on, but it should be approximately in the week ahead. And we're looking at immediate guidance from Spirit for you for the week ahead and what Spirit is wanting you to know. So we have our 3 picks or 3 cards coming out straight away. If at any point you are drawn to these cards, the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick, and we'll also be revealing these cards and pulling a charm as well for those of you guys needing more guidance into your read. So option 1, 2, and 3. Let's take a look at option 1. We have Wrath with 54. 54, or the number 9 with Wrath. Option number 2, we have Preparation with 37. Preparation, 37. Sorry if it's a little dark in here. I have the blinds drawn because it's quite hot in here when I open the blinds. And we have 35 with Perspective, or the number 8. Perspective. Okay, so let's pull a charm for each of these. For pile 1, I keep forgetting I have a little book in there. Pile 1, you guys got the sailboat. Little sailboat. Okay, option 2, you guys got a key with an owl's head. An owl's head with, it looks like a skeleton key with the eyes of an owl. Interesting. Option number 3, you guys got a heart. You guys got a heart. Okay. I am being called to pull one more charm for each of these cards. So let's do it. Option 1, you guys got an owl. Look at that. An owl for option 1. Option 2, you guys got an hourglass. You guys got a bronze gold hourglass. Okay, I haven't seen that one. Option number 3, you guys got the crucifix. A cross. Okay. Wow. So, I'm going to move the box. I'm going to put these where you guys can see them nicely. And I will leave the video running for a little bit. Use your intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether the pile resonates for you. If you're drawn to multiple picks, there could be multiple aspects of your situation, messages here from Spirit. Obviously, use your intuition to see what is calling towards you. And if you feel you're not resonating, you can go check out another pile. All right, so 3 options, 1, 2, 3, and I will leave the video running and I will see you at your pick. Hello, beautiful pick number 1. You guys picked card 54 with the Wrath, all of the crows flying all crazy, and the sailboat and the owl. So what I got right away is you guys are very brave to choose the Wrath, because this is the equivalent of like the Tower in the tarot. Okay, chaos. Although what I got right away, straight away, was you sort of moving away from chaos. And I feel like things have been quite chaotic. Things have been quite wrathy, potentially, okay? Like, maybe there's lots of people involved in the situation. or there have been a lot of people you've had to consider in a situation potentially here. Okay, and maybe there's lots of, I don't know, I just feel like maybe there's a lot of people not listening to each other. I feel there's lots of chaos here, but I don't feel this is your week ahead. I feel as though this is kind of what you've been dealing with. And I feel there's a moving away, moving out of chaos. Okay, and we have the owl here, which is all about knowledge. So we can turn that knowledge into wisdom and make different decisions based on new understanding, new information. Okay, the owl is very wise, and the owl certainly is some energy here that is using the wisdom from learned experience. So I feel like there's a past experience here that you've learned from. So what we're looking at is the week ahead. And like I mentioned in the intro, that's approximately 7 to 10 days. Could be a bit more, could be a bit less. Okay, because energy is not an exact science, and I'm not a time lord. So what we're saying is approximately 7 to 10 days, and looking at the energy that you'll be sitting in and some guidance from spirit as to how you should navigate the week. So we see here the sailboat, like I said, is all about movement and travel. And sometimes it's just getting out of the way and moving on to calmer waters. So if you resonate with your energy being a little bit chaotic, or multiple people, several people, maybe lots of communication, lots of things up in the air, I feel here, then potentially just things haven't really settled. Okay, there's like a need to sort of settle, or the dust to settle. Now I'm getting for some of you guys a strong message here, and it could just be for one person. But I feel as though potentially in your mind, you've been tossing about something that's been plaguing you potentially. And you've been trying to come up with a bunch of different things, and maybe going back and forth and not sure and a little confused. Should you do this? Should you do that? It can go this way. Is it this? Is it that? Like really in your mind about something here, okay? Like almost to the point where you might be really stuck, wanting to act, wanting to do something about it, and then in your head about it. So I don't know that you've taken action because you want to take wise action. And I feel as though the week ahead, you are coming out of a state of maybe feeling trapped or feeling in your mind about something, because I do feel as though it can go either way with you, and you're not sure, like you're not certain what sort of plan of action or what you should say or do in a situation, and maybe you're feeling very conflicted. Okay, so that's the energy that's being pulled through here. And like I said, because this is a general reading, there's lots of people here. So if that energy kind of resonates with you, and again, it'll become more clear once we sort of pull the tarot, or I guess we will pull tarot, but once we see the oracle, and we lay the oracle cards down here, anything that you sort of resonate with here to confirm whether it's your pile, then you can go ahead and click straight away on the main reading to see what your messages are about. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll lay these cards out. Like I said, use your intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether the messaging is for you for the week ahead. So we have intuition. Wow, look at that. And we have two faces looking up at the universe, maybe asking for guidance. Not certain. Not certain in a period of chaos what should be done, or what we should do, or what our role is, which way we should go. And then we have house number 4. So this is all about stability, or home, or family. And I was feeling with the birds, lots of people. So it could be people in our family, okay, or maybe our soul family, or people we consider family if we, have a career where we work with a group of people. So it's touching very close to you. I mean, this is your reading, obviously, but I feel like it hits home here, whatever sort of situation you've been dealing with. And now I'm picking up, sorry guys, sometimes channeling comes before I even put all the cards, but I'm picking up, there's like a coldness here, or like feeling alone, or an emptiness here. So I don't know, maybe you're alone in your decision about something, or you feel not supported in a decision. Okay, let's see more before we get in too much into that. Focus, one thing at a time. Look at that. So like I said, there was lots of things up in the air, potentially. Let's take a look at this card. And sorry, I'm looking at them myself, but if you see anything here that resonates for you, we have 3 ghosts. It looks like Halloween here. And this one looks like sort of a tinkerer or a mad scientist kind of tinkering around here with a little doggy that says focus, a work lamp, a phone, an alarm clock. One thing at a time. Okay. What do we have here? Embrace imperfect. Color with crayons. Look at that. Yeah, it's almost like we were frozen because we want to do it right. We want to make the right decision. Not quite sure. We're asking for help. We might be in 2 minds about something. I feel more than 2 minds. Okay. We have Scorpion, danger, accident, and subterfuge. Subterfuge. I don't know if I'm reading that right. I think the B is silent. So we're getting Scorpio energy. Don't take words literal, okay? We're not taking words literal. We're essentially just reading the energy of all the cards sort of together here. Check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier? Excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. I feel this is what you've been trying to do. But I feel we're looking to the universe. Maybe we're looking to other people. And no one's sort of there. We're looking to other people to guide us, maybe. Okay, let's keep going. We have the journeyer. This is the sailboat energy. Okay, movement, travel, journeyer. We have Taigeta with number 30, the mystic, magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. So universe coming through again. Lots of blue. Blue's about the throat chakra, which is about our authenticity. Speaking our utter truth. And we have afraid of the attic with 58. A couple of wolves or beasts going up here. Afraid of the attic is sometimes where we're too scared to unpack something that we've been carrying or to look at something from an honest point of view with authenticity coming out. Okay. And then we have breathe with 29 or number 11, breathe. Little face in the angel here. And it looks almost like a mask. And so when we're talking about authenticity, sometimes we have to mask up how we're feeling, potentially. Maybe there's other people involved here. And breathe is all about, you know, taking a breath to sort of allow things to sort of settle. We see stars. Stars are Aquarius energy. It's all about our hopes and our wishes and what we want to attain for ourselves for the future. And we have this card that says payday. And again, we don't take the word so literal. But we have 2 women shopping with paper bags here. Payday. Okay. So I will pull tarot. Your message is coming through quite strong, although I don't feel it is super, super heavy. But let me sit here with this energy and then I will channel what we're seeing. Okay, so since we're asking what your week ahead will be like energetically and then some guidance how you can navigate throughout the next 7 days. So I feel as though if you're resonating with this pile, you already know the situation that you've been dealing with because I feel it's been potentially ongoing for a bit, at least maybe a day, if not longer, going into the week. with heavy contemplation, I feel here, okay? Because I feel like it might impact other people, a situation that you're heavily involved with other people, maybe at home or at work, okay? And so I feel like you want to be authentic and you want to do the right thing. And I feel like you've been wanting guidance. And I feel like the universe is saying that it's okay for you to make a decision, act on a decision. And even if the decision here isn't exactly going as planned, it's still going to work out for you, because making a decision, despite, how it sort of initially turns out right at the beginning, that the dust is going to settle and things will start to move in a situation that might be stuck. And it might only be stuck because of our inability to make a move or a decision, or to commit to something, an idea, or to take action on something because we're not sure. And so the week ahead, you understand how to take your first step here, okay? And what this does is this flows the energy of a situation to moving. Now, Spirit is saying, as guidance, this should be something that you feel is right for you, that's authentically you. And I feel as though why you're maybe torn here is because what's authentically you, or what you really sort of want to do, it might be something that might open Pandora's box or cause conflict for another, or open a can of worms, or make you have to deal with something here that it might be easier for you to sort of, take the path of least resistance, but it won't get you closer to what it is that you're trying to achieve here. So the messaging is to stop and ask yourself how you feel, what you would want in an ideal situation if no one else's sort of input or consideration was involved here. And then we take action towards what it is that we feel is authentically aligned with us, despite maybe not wanting conflict, because there won't be conflict. I feel like this payday here is a situation you really wanted for some time to pan out. And you're afraid that if you make the wrong decision, that something might fall apart, or that someone might be hurt, or that you'd sting someone with making this move or this decision. And so you're hesitant to hurt someone, maybe to get hurt. Okay. So Spirit is saying that we're not coming from a place of trying to hurt someone. We're coming from a place of doing what's authentically calling to us, by connecting to what it is that we're feeling inside, okay, and surrender to the universe the outcome that will happen. Now, there's going to be sort of a bit by bit process here. I don't feel like everything in this situation, because I feel it could be a bit complicated and not as simple as maybe I'm making it sound here. There's a series of steps, okay, just like coloring a picture. Like, we have to start coloring the sky, and start coloring the grass, and start coloring the buildings, and start coloring the flowers, and eventually everything comes together like a pretty picture here. But we have to start coloring, and not be afraid that we might color outside the lines, and that even if we color outside the lines, once we start coloring the whatever beside it, it makes it very difficult to see where there's overlap. That at the end of the day, the picture is going to be a beautiful picture that's going to pay forward what it is that you are wanting to accomplish. So to remain calm, not to panic, okay, and to become sort of comfortable here in the idea that if there's an uncomfortable situation, that you might be anticipating someone reacting, or you anticipating the worst fear, or anticipating some conflict or struggle, or getting stung, okay, or stinging, or whatever this resistance is here. But I feel like it's you potentially anticipating this, and to allow a situation to flow, okay? Because if we only sort of think about how we want to paint the picture or color the picture, and we don't take action, it never becomes colored. And if we start painting the sky, we can look at what's not painted or colored, and start to focus on all the things we still need to color. But one thing at a time here, okay? So things are going to start to click together so that the full picture here comes together. And so this journey is a process, but I feel like this allows things to move forward, and it allows things to get more calm, okay? And so that you have confirmation here from Spirit that you have a wisdom based on experience to make the right decision here. You already know what the right decision is here. You might be led astray because maybe no one's supporting you or understands you or validates you, or you might feel wacky because everyone else might be thinking that's not going to work, or that's not right, or just they're not there to confirm. So we're not getting the confirmation, validation potentially that we need, and we're like, what sort of can of worms am I going to open up? And so we start to get very back and forth in our own mind. Okay, so Spirit's guidance is to take that step, allow things to unfold. Now let's pull the tarot to see the next 7 days, week ahead, for beautiful pile number 1, Spirit. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. What is the energy for the week ahead, and what is the guidance for beautiful pile 1? Thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. I'm feeling that one too. Okay, we're reading them all in the upright because we're just picking up energy. All right. Yes, one sliding off the top. Okay. So 3 cups. Look at that. This is definitely involving more than one person here. Okay. With 3 cups, this is our social network of people. 3 cups is coming together to celebrate, to find peace and cohesion and celebrate with other people. Okay. It's a very joyful sort of energy here. 3 cups is also reconciling. So if we have indifference here with someone, or have had arguments or conflict, there's a reconciliation energy pulling through with this 3 cups. So we have the Hermits, and like I said, I'm reading in the upright. So this is this journeyer, okay, because sometimes the journey isn't external. The journey could be an internal sort of journey of really taking a look at what we want. The authenticity coming through again. Okay, this is Virgo energy, like being very authentic to self, because we've sat with ourselves based on our experience and our understanding or information that we have, the wisdom and knowledge. We can now make decisions. Okay, I feel like you've sat contemplating something for a while. I think you're ready, is what Spirit's showing here. And I also feel as though you could feel alone, that alone feelings coming through here with the Hermit. But that doesn't mean that the decision's wrong, okay? And even if you don't get immediate sort of validation, confirmation, or acceptance, that you've only just painted the sky, okay? Or only painted one tree in your portrait. So you have to paint the whole portrait here, okay, before things start to come together. So let's keep going. We have the is that 7? Oh my goodness. It is 6 of Wands, victory. This is also involving other people. Okay, 6 of Wands. This could be, you know, like concerned with what we'd look like to other people, or how we can be successful here, or celebrated, or come into some sort of partnership and be, celebrated by others, accepted by others, validated by others. Okay, and this is success. So success, celebration, coming together, being sort of honored. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess. This is the mystic magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe, because intuitively we're connected here to know better. Okay, intuition coming through very strong here with the High Priestess. Pisces energy, and we have the 2 of Bitcoins, which is 2 Pentacles. The back and forth, needing to choose rather than stay maybe indecisive, because 2 Pentacles is that turbulent energy, you know, maybe going back and forth, not sure what to decide, wanting to make the right decision for everyone involved. You know, maybe all eyes are on us and this decision. And yeah, we want to make sure we choose wisely here so we can win. And the Six Cups, this is also my reconciliation card here, okay? This is like people who we might have parted ways, or it could certainly be where there was a disagreement or not seeing eye to eye at some point to come together. And this is a person, place, or thing of the past that comes back around, is what I'm feeling here. Okay. And we had home, and Six Cups is my soulmate card. It's our soul family. I feel like this is people very close to you here with the Six Cups, and even the Three Cups, close friends, your community. Okay, Six Cups. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, standing our ground, fighting for what we believe in. So it's like protecting our territory, our idea. We're really committed to our idea, to our passions, to fight for what we believe in rather than abandoning it. I think you might have felt like it's you against other people, or you against the world, or you against a lot of obstacles here if you did what it was that you wanted. So Spirit is saying for you to do exactly what it is that you intuitively know you want to do, despite the turbulency here, because you've taken enough time. And I think this is exactly what you do in the week ahead. Seven of Bitcoins, Seven Pentacles, in order to harvest what you want here. Is it seven? Six, I'm sorry. Six of Pentacles, which is receiving and giving, okay, in a balanced way. And when we give, we're able to receive because it's equal reciprocity. So I feel as though Spirit is really showing that you will be receiving what it is that you're wanting here with payday and these Six of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you guys, it could be literal, like financial reward for something. Like you put in the effort, you stay true to what it is you want to act on so that you can receive a payday or receive something in a practical way here for your efforts. Okay, so not only will you receive something here for your efforts, but I feel there's validation, there's celebration, there's a genuine sort of feeling here of being connected. And we have the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. So the Magician has all the tools to make things happen in order to manifest and create. Okay, and this Magician has a cup in his hand, which is giving me us acting on our emotions, you know, us staying true to ourselves with the one Ace of Cups here. So I feel like there's something you feel very sort of connected to emotionally here, and you might be concerned that it might impact others. And so Spirit is saying you have the power here to manifest the reward, okay, to stand your ground, and you have the position of the advantage here as we stand on a sort of raised platform above our challenge in order to overcome. And so I feel by doing this and staying true and authentic and actually choosing despite having to make that initial choice, I feel like this is where the reward comes in, okay? And there we have the moon. So there might be some fear, and we might be, again, when we're in moonlight, and this is a blindfolded moon, I feel like we're anticipating the worst here, especially, like I said, with this afraid of the attic, you know? We might be anticipating the greatest fear, or seeing something that is not necessarily going to manifest here. Okay, the only thing that we are going to manifest is by staying true to how we feel is the reward. Okay, so I'm going to pull final guidance here from Spirit, what you need to know, maybe what I've missed or what you need to hear to confirm maybe what you're thinking right now. A sort of clear confirmation for pile one, Spirit. What are they needing to know? Any questions they might still have? Confirmation for pile one. Anything I've missed in regards to this energy right here, right now. Guidance for the week ahead and the energy ahead for pile one, Spirits. Empress, abundance, Taurus energy. 5 swords. 5 swords is where no one wins and there's conflict. And we have the Queen of Wands, Master Manifester, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, the Queen of Wands pulls towards her what she wants to manifest. She doesn't chase or coerce. She's very confident in her decisions. Queen of Cups, emotions again coming through. Okay, Queen of Cups is the most loving queen, and the Empress is the most love I can pull from the tarot. So we have a lot of compassion, a lot of love. Okay, this is the intuitive, compassionate queen, very creative. And then we have the queen that makes things happen here with the Queen of Wands and makes decisions here in order to manifest. So we're going to see why we have a 5 swords in the middle. And here we have 5 cups. There's sadness, looking back on with regret, or looking back on a situation that potentially didn't pan out for our favor. And here we have the Hangman, which is again being sort of in our mind. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Moon again with the blindfold. And then the Hermit under that, okay? Virgo, Pisces, I am getting Cancer as well, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus. So, your messaging's clear here to me. First of all, I'd like to say, with this Hangman, this is a new perspective or coming into some information, being enlightened. Okay, with the Hangman, but we have to change how we're sort of seeing things. And sometimes the Hangman is completely on his own because his perspective is quite different, and sometimes it's quite out of the box. So, if you were drawn to pile number 3, which I haven't done yet, it's coming through because that card was about perspective. Okay, so there might be a connection, but I feel like your messaging here is very clear. I think you've taken time to really sit with an idea you're tossing around, okay? To make a decision or to take action or to do something. I feel you've been stuck or not acting because you've been very conflicted about hurting others, causing conflict, maybe disappointing people. Maybe in the past something's happened that made you feel like it could have went better. And so you have this idea of something that you're creating in your mind or seeing could happen. And so it's keeping you sort of in limbo land here. But Spirit is saying, as long as we act from a place of authenticity, okay, with the Empress and the Queen of Cups, from a place of emotions, what we're connected to authentically, what we're feeling like doing here, we're going to successfully take action on this. Okay, we need to change the way we're sort of talking to ourselves. And with this Hanged One, it's going to be working with the divine to see what we're needing to see in order for us to keep sort of coloring this picture until it's completely colored. Okay, so we have to be open to what the divine is telling us to do by connecting to our intuition with the Moon here and High Priestess, intuition here. Okay, so our intuition is guiding us, but we're letting our fears of anticipation of practical things steer us towards the fear, and so we become frozen. So no need to be fearful as long as you stay true to what it is you're wanting to do that feels the best for you, not about anyone else, regardless if there's anyone behind you supporting you. If you feel like they're not going to agree with you, do it anyway, okay? Because that's the best thing for you to manifest what it is you're wanting to manifest here, because the picture will come together. Confirmation about this, okay? That you, as long as you know and you've sat there, don't get in your own mind and start to talk yourself out of something because you're starting to see something that doesn't exist, okay? So this is in the blind or being in the dark and seeing things bigger and building them up in a way that don't exist, whereas the Hanged One sees things from a complete different point of view. He's enlightened. The sun is in the Hangman, okay? So he can see clearly. It comes with a different sort of mind frame in order to accomplish something, rather than saying someone will get hurt, so I shouldn't. They think, well, maybe I can work with this person in a complete different way, or come up with some sort of creative idea instead of kind of dwelling in the fear or what could go wrong. Okay, so this is what we have, pile number 1. I hope this resonated for you. If you're drawn to another pile, you might want to go check that out. Now, it's interesting because the owl key came out for pile 2, and perspective came out for pile 3. So I do feel there could certainly be a tie. If you were drawn to all 3, then that would be your reasoning. And if it's just one, that's fine too. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. If you guys hear noises, my window is open because it's absolutely hot in here, but we're going to get into your reading, and we're looking at the next 7 days, 7 to 10 days, the week ahead, okay, approximately. It doesn't have to be exact science, okay, depending where you are in your timeline. Could be a little faster, slower, but we're looking at the energy and the immediate guidance from Spirit for the week ahead, okay, and what are you needing to know, and how can you navigate the week ahead? So in order to tell if you're resonating, we'll tap into this energy, okay, and then I will lay out these cards, and I ask you to use your intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether the pile is indeed your message, okay? Only you can do this, and if you want to go straight away to your reading, you can click on the main reading and see if the messaging is resonating for you. So, pile number 2, you guys got preparation with card 37, or the number 10, okay? 10 is about completion and ends of cycle, okay? Although with preparation, that's the beginning of preparing for the next phase. So I feel as though something's coming to an end, as something's slowly starting to come into your life here with the preparation, okay? And then we have this hourglass, which is all about time, okay? It could be divine timing, could be something's taken quite some time because we were needing to prepare. We were taking our time, or we were waiting on someone or something. And with the key here, this is all about information, okay? And information, and the key is having the solution in order to, fit into the keyhole so we can open the door to sort of the next phase. We have the key to opening, solving something that we might have not have been able to open before having this piece of information. And the owl, like I said, is very wise, okay? All about us using the knowledge we have in order to make wise decisions. So what I feel here, the crows are about transformation and death. Something's definitely feeling like it's ending in some way here, okay? So I almost feel as though you're not quite sure when this next phase is coming in. Like, I feel like there's maybe some anxiety, or you're kind of wrapping things up, or feel like things are slowly over where you're at in your situation. Is like it's maybe done, it's already come to an end, and now you're sort of not sure, like, when is the new phase starting? Like, I kind of feel like you're in this weird energy of one thing's ended, but we don't quite see what the new thing is, or what we're supposed to sort of be doing, because we haven't quite opened that next chapter in our life. And so divine timing coming through again. So almost like an affirmation here from Spirit that if things are taking long, there's a reason why this is happening, in order for the universe to prepare everything that it needs to in order for things to flow in a divine sort of nature. Okay, and maybe you're not sure why things are taking very long, I feel here. I don't know necessarily that you feel like there's any more preparation you could do, but there's a messaging here of the reason why maybe this is taking long is so things could sort of percolate for the new phase here that you're about to sort of open the door and see. You'll have this new sort of understanding soon. So if you feel sort of anxious here, if you resonate with the energy of something definitely feeling like it's ended or has come to a conclusion here, but we're not quite, our foot's not quite through the threshold yet, or we're not even seeing maybe what's behind the door, and we were concerned with something taking long or when it would happen, then I feel this might be your pile, okay? Pile number 2. But let's take a look what the week ahead is then, okay? So this is the energy and the guidance from Spirit for pile number 2. So we have courage with this lady riding a lion. I don't know, I'm having such a hard time talking today. A lion of fire. So I'm getting Actually getting all the fire signs through here, although the strength in the tarot is Leo. Okay, so strong Leo, but I am feeling Aries and Sagittarius energy coming through. And the courage is about, you know, facing your fears, but knowing how to move forward and how to, when to be held back. Like really knowing how to navigate, you know, not to be too held back, but also to know when we need to sort of remain patient potentially, because things are taking some time here. Okay, and we have the ring. Look at that, 25, or the number 7. So the ring is all about a contract, a commitment, an offer. I'm also getting Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning, okay, which we were saying something beginning. It's like the seed of the beginning here, like the agreement comes together. The manifestation of the offering comes together. The contract shows up, okay, the commitment, the offer, the whatever the thing is here, I feel like it's on its way. It's on its way. Okay, so let's keep going. And we have go out on a limb. Look at that. And she's sort of hanging around there. Go out on a limb. And we have a ship here in the background. Flowers. Okay, let's see. It is time. Oh my goodness, you guys. And I don't pick these. It is time. Yeah, something about timing, definitely, obviously, with the hourglass here. It's time. Yeah, maybe this is just affirmation. This week is when it happens. I don't know. Are you guys waiting for a contract? Waiting for an offer? Waiting for a commitment? You know, sometimes it could literally mean a ring. Like somebody giving you a ring. I mean, you could take it literal, but I feel as though you were waiting for some sort of contractual agreement, some further commitment or something to solidify, and it's taken some time. And so I feel like maybe you felt like, I don't know, like the situation was held back. You weren't quite sure how much more you could remain in waiting or not waiting. I don't know if your energy is the energy that's held back. Maybe whatever the circumstance was here was taking time to prepare in order for them to sort of go out on a limb or take a risk here. This is, I'm getting Fool energy, Aquarius energy. Let's keep going and see what we see. Not stability, security, resilience. I was going to say with this tree is all about security and stability. It's also the family tree, solidifying something very solid. The ring is something very solid. And you guys, like the ring and the knot, like tying the knot. Tying the knot. Are you guys getting married? You guys have to tell me if you get married or if you get like proposed to or like a commitment here. You tie the knot. It could be obviously a metaphor here. Like something becomes official. Courage. Go out on a limb. Maybe either you're fearing this. I don't know that you are. I feel like maybe whatever you're dealing with here, it's taken some time. There's some preparation here involved in this happening or coming together, and it's spirit showing it is time. Okay, presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment. Equals to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. This is tying back to, I think you're kind of done a cycle here. And I think something hasn't started yet, or something didn't become official or contractual. And so you're kind of antsy, potentially. You're not knowing, like, should I wait around? Like, well, your energy here, okay, is kind of uncertain in some way. And so Spirit is saying, be in the present moment. That whatever it is that's going to be official is something solid. That it is time, although we need to be very present so that we can become prepared. Okay, so we ourselves are prepared, but we're very present and not focus too much on the future, which I feel is more of a thing rather than the past. But if you resonate with needing to find some courage here to go out on a limb, to sign a contract or to make an offer, I feel like Spirit is saying do not dwell on the past, because we might be sort of ruminating about what's happened in past in order to I don't know, if we had a contract go bad, or if we anticipate that something might repeat in some way that we've already experienced. We might not want to go on a limb to step in the same trap again. Okay, choice. Okay, we're at a crossroads. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. You guys, I don't even like look. The time is now. It is time. With the hourglass. So are you hesitant? We'll see. Okay, sorry, I don't know what energies I'm getting here. I do feel there might be two energies. So if you're working with an employer, maybe they are humming and hawing here, and the choice is they can lose out on an employee here. They got to make a choice here. Maybe you ask for certain things here in order for you to commit to a situation, and they're having to extend this. Now, this could be you engaged with someone here who hasn't chosen to make something official, or maybe there's, like I said, a literal marriage here with tying the knot. It's time to be too held, not to be too held back, to face the courage to make this decision. Spirit of destruction. Look at that. Destruction. Okay, that's interesting energy to come out. We have Electra, the lost star with rebirth, out of the darkness and into the light. I felt like you were in darkness here for either whatever side you're falling on here, because I feel like the darkness is not seeing the light. So we've been in some sort of purgatory or some no man's land. Something's ended, but nothing began, and we're sort of sitting here waiting for things to happen. And so with this rebirth, this is all about that period of incubation, that preparation. Although with the lost star, I feel like there was a loss of hope that something would happen. Or we were uncertain about the future. We couldn't see and open the door to what the future held here. So maybe we're losing hope. And I don't know what this destruction is, so we got to see. The one who needs to control. 20. So back to this. Live in the present. If we had a lot of fear about what would happen in the future, we're trying to force an outcome, or we're not quite sure how to engage because we need a situation to go exactly sort of how we want. And this is all about us controlling an outcome. Okay, and sort of to let the universe control how things unfold here. But we do have to make a choice. And if you're sitting with having a difficult choice going out on a limb, it's because maybe you're needing control of knowing for sure whether you going on a limb would solidify something for you. So you're not sure. Okay, but this causes destruction because I feel like you won't know until you take that sort of decision, make that decision, by being in the present moment here, not being too held back, and by leaning into your courage. Okay, something here is very stable, and we have your security, resilience, very strong here. And we have blessed, 22. You guys, I'm going to cry with blessed. That's beautiful. Beautiful energy with blessed. What a blessing here. Okay, this I feel is something that you've been trying to manifest or want to manifest that's solid. That's a blessing here. And look, more star energy. Okay, and I was feeling stars are talking about some wish we had, something we want to attain for the future. Aquarius energy, and 22 is a master number. Peacemaker, diplomacy, it's healthy, energetic boundaries. It's divinely guided relationships. So, 2 is all about partnership and relationship and choices. Balance, duality. For those of you guys resonating with a relationship read, I am picking up here a divinely guided connection that's coming together here with the ring and the knot. Okay, it's very divinely guided, and divine timing is now. It is time. The time is now for whatever this is coming together is supposed to be here. But we have to release our fear and our need to control. And so we might have felt like we were in the dark about something, or we lost out on something, or we were losing hope about something. Receipts. Look at that. So we don't take it literal, okay? But with the receipts here, I feel like there's a history of buildup of activities and actions here. Like there's a past here leading up to something here. And I'm also hearing calculated risk. Go out on a limb. So I don't know if I'm getting blended energies here, to be honest. Or it could be because there's multiple people here, but I am picking up sort of something building up to this sort of moment. And that if we are trying to sort of calculate so much, this is the control, rather than allowing things to be here and just to go out on a limb and trust that it's solid. Trust that there's security in the situation. So I think for this pile, I don't know necessarily that I'm going to put a timestamp here to take to the read because it's coming through. I will read some tarot, but let's get into your reading, and there might be a lot of repeat here, okay? So for pile 2, I do feel as though there's something you've been trying to manifest that you couldn't see, that the door wasn't open. There's an understanding here of a history. I feel like you've attained a wealth of knowledge, experience, and with all this, you were kind of sitting, maybe not knowing how to move forward or when something would move forward. And the universe is either saying, now's the time for you to act in this 7 to 10 days here, to go out on a limb, take this risk, because this is a very solid offer, commitment. Okay, to face your courage. You will be leaning into your courage, whatever maybe was holding you back to make this decision. But to be very present, to not have this need to control an outcome or think that the universe knows less than we do. And so I feel as though for some of you guys, this is a divinely guided relationship. Okay, that will come with a marriage or a commitment or a union with someone who might have not have taken a chance here. And for some of you guys, if this is resonating as, you know, a contract you've been waiting for, maybe there's a little bit of fear that by signing, because once it becomes official, you'd be taking some sort of chance. So you've been humming and hawing. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to solidify this. Okay, not to be held back anymore. That this is a calculated risk that you can take, and not to be too worried about what could happen, to be in the present moment, to enjoy what it is. And maybe we're too focused on what could go wrong here, what hasn't happened, and not to be too concerned about the future outcome so much, because it will work out here, but it's time for you to take action. So let's pull some tarot and see if we can get some more. Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful message for pile number 2. What is this messaging all about for pile 2? For the week ahead, the energy and the guidance for pile 2. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are here today. And I totally forgot to wish you guys a happy Mother's Day. I am recording on Mother's Day, although this is a timeless reading. But for those of you guys watching when I post, happy Mother's Day. All right, I will be reading them all in the uprights. So we have the 6 of Swords. We have the Tower, and we have the Knight of Wands. For pile 2, Spirits, what is the energy of the week ahead? Clear and concise message. What is the energy, the guidance for the week ahead? And we have the 9 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. And we have the 5 Swords. Now I'm getting this destruction from this 5 Swords, so I'm going to pull a clarifier here for destruction. We have the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. That's an interesting card for destruction. I'm going to pull another one for destruction, and then I'm going to pull one for the 5 Swords. What is the destruction here, Spirit? We have the 4 of Wands. Wow. Why is this 5 of Swords here? The King of Cups. Oh my goodness. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Bottom of the deck, 7 wands. Is it 7? Yes. Okay, 7 wands. Under 7 wands, we have the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. Okay, lots of masculine energy here. Emperor, King of Cups, King of Wands. So energy around you. Okay, the energy around you for the next 7 days. So I feel as though things have been difficult energetically, okay? And it could be because, like I said, we're either in a period of no man's land, trying to end something, close something, and go into a new sort of energy, but we're at the mercy of someone or something else that we're waiting to solidify, or we were supposed to solidify something and we weren't sure. So this is the spirit showing you coming out of any energy that has been turbulent, okay? And we've taken quite some time here, I feel, with this 6 of Swords and this hourglass. It's taken quite some time to slowly navigate into calmer waters, okay? And with the 9 cups, this is our emotional fulfillment. This is getting everything we emotionally need to satisfy us. So I feel like we're going from a situation where we weren't completely, fully emotionally satisfied in towards something that is going to fulfill us emotionally here, okay? Now, I feel as though it's quite shocking here, either which side you're falling on, because I feel like with the Tower, it's like something becomes very real here with this ring, okay? Like, this is something happens very suddenly here in a way that you say, you know what, I'm gonna make this offer. Or you suddenly hear from whatever, whoever's offering you a contract, saying, hey, you're the best candidate here, and you weren't expecting to hear from them. I mean, you watched this tarot reading, so maybe now you'll know. But I feel like there's something very sudden here that it makes something very conclusive, okay, that allows something to move here and expand with the 3 of Wands. This is also getting on our ships in order to move towards the next phase, okay, the next phase of our life, out of whatever situation we were in. You know, like wherever we were hanging around here might have just been outstayed its welcome. And so Knight of Wands is all about going after what we want, and, you know, it's kind of a act quick and take action, okay? It is time to take action, to go after this thing, because it's emotionally fulfilling for us, okay? And so I feel like if we are needing to lean into our courage, we certainly do, despite anything that we might have felt was holding us back in the past with this 7 of Wands. We're on a higher ground here. We can face adversity. We have to feel empowered to make decisions, especially if you're torn between 2 things. It's like you finally get, you know, the sudden realization of which one makes you happy here. And so this decision is made. But I feel like maybe we were not feeling empowered, like we felt like the decision or the power was not in our hands to fight or to make something solidified. And so I feel like this conflict, this 5 Swords, is the energy in which we are comparing, because we have a choice here, to a 9 Cups situation. So it seems like a no-brainer to us. It's like, do we want to stay in a 5 Swords situation that we're in currently right now, because we're needing some sort of control or some sort of validation or some sort of confirmation for sure that the outcome would go exactly as planned? Or do we want to stay, you know, in a 5 Swords, or create a 5 Swords by not making a decision here, and by not officially, you know, signing whatever, or contractually finally moving something forward, because we know that this is the most growth we can have, and we know it's emotionally satisfying because it's coming from a place that I feel you love. King of Cups. Okay, I feel like this touches you emotionally here. It's very fulfilling. And I cannot help but see 9 cups and an extra cup here. So for those of you guys resonating with a relationship read, we have 10 cups, tying the knots, coming together, happily ever after here. Okay, somebody exposing themselves, I feel here, they're expressing their emotions, because this guy's like half naked. Okay, and so this could be somebody who we maybe never even suspected would be vulnerable or would express emotion. Okay, and I feel like we might have had a lot of conflict around this. okay, where no one was winning and we were in 5 swords. And so we're moving out of 5 swords because someone's decision time is now to take that step and make that decision and face the courage. Okay, and so I feel as though with this destruction, we have this King of Wands and this Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is my 1111, which is all about divine inspiration, synchronicity, okay, and it's the marriage, the union. The 1111 could be, you know, 2 people coming together to get married, coming through again with the knot and the ring. Now, if you're not getting married, it's, again, that solid commitment, you know, that solid contract. This is the celebration. It's the rite of passage, the milestone. And I feel like this is the King of Wands going after it, having the confidence to go after it, okay, where there was destruction. And I feel the destruction is this, like I said, this 5 swords, something that was getting in the way. That's now, you know, there's like this stroke of change. I'm going to see what this Tower is, because I do feel it's something that you're not expecting. What's this Tower? Like, maybe you're not expecting yourself to sort of make a decision right away, or someone comes around here that you wouldn't even expect to offer you a contract or commit to you. Okay, so Spirit, what's with this Tower energy? The Empress, you guys, and I'm not reading reversals today. Unconditional love. Okay, abundance. This is the most love we can pull in the tarot. Same with the King of Cups, the most loving king. Emotions. Okay, divine feminine energy. So I gotta see one more. Why is this Empress here with the Tower? Taurus energy. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Look at that, you guys. This is all about commitment. This is the most solid card in the tarot, okay? 10 Pentacles. It's our legacy, what we can build. Security. It is commitment. Abundance. So I feel like you, or most likely this Empress, you might be getting a contractual agreement that is very solid, okay? That's very abundant. That ties very deeply to you. That might have been up in the air, causing all sorts of conflict here, and it comes in very suddenly. Or you could certainly be resonating with someone who wants a family with you, you know, come together to commit to you, to even have marriage here with this 4 wands and this tying the knot in the ring, okay, is actually stepping forward here in confidence and being very vulnerable. And so I think the shocking thing here is like, this is happening for me. This is happening for me. Abundance, unconditional love, future stability. And if it is a contract where you're getting paid, I think you're getting more than you could even, more than you wanted. I think you're getting more than you wanted. Pile number 2, and this is the week ahead. Oh my goodness. You guys got to let me know, okay? So I feel this is it. 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups is where we are no longer in an unemotional situation, and we walk towards what makes us happy. We go from an 8 Cups to a 9 Cups. So if we've been emotionally unhappy, we're now moving towards a 9 Cup situation, and potentially a 10 Cup here, okay? So I feel like there is a decision here, and you're having to either sign the contract, make the agreement, but be very present and in the moment. Know what causes destruction and 5 swords, and know what makes you happy, okay? And this is about being vulnerable and being exposed with our emotions and going after it with our confidence without any sort of fear. Okay, so this is what I have. Beautiful pile number 2. This reading was awesome, and I love you guys very much. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, hello, my gorgeous angels. You guys picked pile number 3 with perspective, card 35, or number 8. This always gives me Hangman, okay? And with the charm of the heart and the cross, or the crucifix. So we're going to get into what this is all about in this energy, okay? But what is this reading going to tell us? Well, I asked Spirit for the week ahead. Now, this could be anywhere from 7 to 10 days, depending how you fall on the energetic timeline. It doesn't have to be exact science. Some of you guys are faster. Some of you guys are slower on this timeline. It's the energy frequency here, okay? So we're looking at what sort of guidance is Spirit wanting to give to you? How are you going to navigate this week ahead, and what can you expect energetically? So Use your intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear throughout this reading to determine whether this messaging is for you. Only you can do this. I will lay out these cards pre-shuffled. I've not looked at them, but first let's tap into this energy to see if this resonates for you. Okay, so Hangman. Hangman is all about seeing something from a complete different point of view. And it could be polar opposite of what maybe we saw things before. Okay, and sometimes the Hangman is so outside the box that the thinking could be ridiculed at some point in time because it's very different. Okay, very different. But I'm feeling here mixture of energy. So Crow's all about death. So I feel like something's having to come to an end, or there's a transformation, a transition. And I feel as though with the poppies here, this is all about the past experience. And with the dandelion seeds here, or the dandelions going into seed, this is all about wishes, I feel here, wishes. So I feel like maybe there was a wish of something here, but maybe there was something that happened in the past that might be impacting how we could move forward or what we should do. And so I feel like we might have had to sit with an energy. I feel like with this energy, this is kind of, you know, sitting in limbo potentially, not sure how to move forward or needing more clarity or certainty or trying to think of something here in order for us to be able to move or make a decision. And I feel like you're wanting something. There's a wish here, a hope for something to attain, but there's also something in the past that potentially could be impacting how we're thinking or how we're seeing something based on an experience. And we have a heart, which is obviously all about love. Okay, so we don't know yet if this is like an intimate relationship, but heart could be just something very close to our heart, that we love. Okay, and with the cross here, cross in the Lenormand is, you know, the pain we kind of go through. It's the suffering we go through, the cross we bear. But it's like having faith, you know, having faith, keeping the faith here. And with these dandelion wishes, it's like a wish of something that maybe we hoped for, we wished for, we prayed for. Something very divine coming through here with this cross, something very divine. So I don't know yet what the week ahead is, but in this energy, this could be something that resonates with your current state, okay? We'll see as the picture comes together, but if this is kind of something you're resonating with so far, let's take a look at these cards as I lay them out. Use your intuition, like I said. What you'll see, feel, or hear to determine if the messaging is right for you. And if you want, you can click straight away on the main read, although I don't know if I'll be channeling quite a bit here throughout the card layout. Let's see. So we have time for a nap with 24. Look at more star energy. That's this wish energy I was getting, okay? Something we wish for, we hope for in the future. And then, like I said, we were in a state of limbo because I feel like there's non-movement. Nap is kind of still energy, okay? Nap is non-movement here. And the fox could be trying to stealthily sort of do something, maybe under the radar or low-key. But the fox is also about our career. So we'll see what comes through here. The moon could be fears, emotions, subconscious energy. Time for a nap. Okay, let's see. Snake. Ooh, snake's all about wisdom and healing. Seven's about faith. Seven's about wisdom, reflection. And understanding. So healing with the poppies, I feel there's something in the past maybe we've had to heal from. Okay, moon. Yeah, we're feeling moon from here. So like I said, moon is about fears, and sometimes the moon is where we're seeing things in one way. That's not necessarily true, because in the moonlight things look scarier or different. And so again, with perspective, we're needing to sort of change how we're seeing something. 32, or number 5. And we have think bigger, think bigger, think bigger, think bigger, think bigger, think bigger on this border. And then we have this magical sort of fairy. Think bigger. Okay, yeah, perspective, think bigger. You will get through this. Look at that beautiful affirmation. You will get through this. Veil, the beyond, esoterica, and the subconscious with the moon. Lots of subconscious energy with the moon. The veil is, again, maybe not seeing right now. Okay, abundance, beautiful. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Yeah, the wish here. I feel you have a wish here of abundance. Okay, and then we have Dancer of Lies. Well, the moon is all about deception. This moon's wearing a mask. And we had a fox, which is also about deception. Lies. Okay, so now we have deception coming through. Yeah, veil as well. So fox, veil, lies, and moon with a mask. And a snake is also deceptive energy. Okay. Alcyone, the moonstone star. Passion, I am entering a portal of euphoric love. Oh my goodness. Some of you guys might have a lower back tattoo. That's coming through if that resonates for you, or a shoulder tattoo. Okay. We have 22 with the Holy Child. Seleno, starseed, I am a divine child of the universe. Look at that baby sitting on a pearl. Pearls take quite some time to form. A lot of agitation. A lot of agitation. And a lot of sort of, yeah, like going through tough time in order to form this beautiful pearl. And we have this baby, which could be inner child. The subconscious was coming through. Okay. And we have something that is never truly yours with 27, or the number 9. And we have training. Okay, we don't take words literal so much as the energy that we get in these cards. Training. And we have Rainbow Bridge with 37, or the number 10. So 27, 37. 10 coming through. 10 is all about endings, to make way for new beginnings. And then we have home. And we feel very crowded here. Okay, pile number 3. Give me just a little bit to get into your reading here, although your messaging is coming through quite strong. And we'll pull some tarot as well as we start to peel the layers of this reading. Okay, pile 3. My heart is hurting here deeply because I feel you feel so let down, you know, and I don't know if it's a person that did this or just the universe, or you just feel like it's all one big sort of lie, or like your experience has been something so painful here, you know, up until this point. Like just a lot of pain here, a lot of suffering here, and just a lot to carry. I feel like you're done. Like you're just done. You don't want to deal with lies. You don't know what to believe anymore. You don't know if, I don't know, what you're feeling is true. If you could trust what you're hearing. I don't know. Maybe you're reading a lot of tarot or seeing a lot of tarot and you're like, do I even believe in any of this stuff? You know, can I even trust people who have my best intentions? Do I even know what my best sort of intention is here? Should I even have hope that something's going to sort of pan out here? And there's a lot of this going on. Okay, that's sort of an energy. And so Spirit is coming through with a very, very solid affirmation for this week, that whatever you've experienced here is validated. It's heard. Okay, it's heard that you've been hurt, that you've been suffering here, that you've gone through something here, and that you're tired, and that you're taking this sort of time to recoup, and you're uncertain. But the messaging here is that this too shall pass. That this point in time, although you might feel very stuck, cramped, even in your safe places here, because you don't know whether there will be growth, if you could trust what's coming ahead, know that you're entering a phase of abundance here. You're just in a temporary sort of transition. That all of this agitation is for a very good reason. That you are going to be reborn here. Okay, that this is for abundance, that this beautiful gem, this pearl, is forming in this period of time right here, right now. Okay, that whatever's happening to you is all for a very good reason. And so there will be healing. There will be a lot of wisdom coming from this. And to know that you are highly loved and protected here. But to shift your energy to see a little bit bigger, and it's difficult when we're right in the weeds of it, that anything that didn't pan out, that anything that might have felt like a loss was for our greatest good, divine protection. And what's meant for you is meant for you. It cannot be taken away. It will happen for you. And what isn't meant for you is not meant for you for very good divine reasons that the universe knows. So the universe isn't going to put you in a situation that's going to be challenging down the road, that's going to cause more suffering and pain. That the best possible outcome is for you. But you need to think this way, that the best possible thing could happen, and that everything that's happening is for your greatest good. Even the time of lull, even the time where we feel outcast and alone, even the time where we feel we can't trust anyone, and we might start to have a lot of doubt about the universe and doubt about certain things. And so we're not seeing very clearly here because we're not privy to seeing just yet that the veil will be revealed or lifted in some point in time. Okay, and you're going to get through this confirmation. You're getting through this to trust. Okay, to trust you're getting through this. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe here. And so if there's been people who have hurt you, trust the universe is going to pull these people out of your life for a reason. If there's people here who just aren't showing up or cooperating, there's a very good reason, because you are in a period here of needing to experience what you are in order to attain some sort of abundance that doesn't require these people in your life, because there's an energy here of potentially it's not being a fit, okay, at this point in time. So there's a need to change how we're seeing things right here, and that everything that's meant for you will come to you. And so if things are slow or stuck, this is a period of rest. This is a period of you needing to take a break, to reflect, to rejuvenate, to allow things to slowly reveal themselves to you. This is a period of time of healing. You're entering into this great sort of doorway of abundance. Okay, I'm entering a portal of euphoric love. Look at this heart. Like something really touches your heart space here. All this moon energy is all about emotions. Our subconscious, it touches our soul. And so we're transitioning here. All the rainbow here, I'm getting the diversity of colors, which is different sort of perspectives and ways of seeing things. And we have to see all sort of angles here. If we're stuck with it didn't work, or it's not going to happen, or focused on the lie or the pain of the past, or the thing that didn't go wrong, and then we sort of stay in a low vibe energy here, and it's okay to process and grieve. But Spirit's message is trust in the universe that you'll get through this. Shift how you're seeing this. Think bigger and think more long term. So the little win maybe got sort of, I don't know, like taken away in some way here so that you can have the bigger win without, you know, causing a bunch of suffering in a way that might have down the road created a bigger problem. So I feel like there's past situations that are kind of painful, and I feel like there's wishing and hoping and praying, and so your prayers have been heard. Beautiful pile 3, you're not alone, and so you might be feeling very stuck where you are, or something's cramping your style. Okay, but you're being reborn here, and there's certain parts within you that I feel are you're having to sit with here. That this is a period in time that's preparing you with this training. This is all a preparation. Okay, so spirits, thank you so much for this message. What does pile 3 need to know then about this next 7 days? What are they needing to know about the next 7 days? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful, beautiful pile number 3. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. And thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed and grateful that you're here today. And happy Mother's Day if you're watching at the time of the post, which I forgot to mention in the intro. If you are a mother, of course. So I'm reading these all in the uprights, and we're asking spirits for some guidance, what you need to know about the energy for the week ahead. Some more information, kindly, spirit. We have 7 wands. I think this came out for every single pile, if I'm not mistaken. Or 6, is this 6 wands? Sorry, 6 wands. Okay, no. 7 wands came out for every pile. Or the other 2. You got 6 wands. 6 wands. Success. Success, okay? And the 6 wands for me is an ego card. So I feel like maybe we're having to deal with things in the subconscious here that are forming from the ego that we're having to sit with, okay, with this perspective. Our ego might be bruised, our confidence might be low, we might feel like we're not getting success, we might have been really challenged here, but is it coming from ego? You know, is our pain stemmed from a dark subconscious place of ego? Can we look beyond this and say, is this for my better sort of being? You know, was I trying to attain something so I could appear better, or attain something to make my ego feel better? Or is this the best thing for everyone involved? 5 of Cups. This is that sadness, looking back on the situation with sadness, regret, remorse. Let's take a look. The Hermits, you know, reading them all in the upright, Virgo energy. Strength, look at that, Leo energy with a beautiful rose. Okay, and then we have 10 of Pentacles. Wow, the lottery win of the tarot. 10 Pentacles. Keep going. We have the Fool. That's a major arcana. And then the 4 Wands. Wowzers. And the King of Cups. King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, I feel like we've been sort of secluded here. Maybe on our own. Having to do a lot of reflection with this Hermit. Okay, the Spirit's showing this energy that you're in, and I feel like there is a new beginning coming for you that will be fun for you with this Fool. Look how much fun he's having. VR, virtual reality. So virtual reality is giving me that same energy of lies, deceit, not living in the real world here. I feel like you're very concerned about someone deceiving you or being deceived. You're not living the real deal. And Spirit is saying you are living a real deal here, okay? That anything that is not real is stemmed from the ego, I just heard. So I think you're doing a lot of shadow work. And so we're needing, yeah, I feel there's heavy ego coming through here now, okay? And ego doesn't mean we're cocky or we're arrogant or we think we're the best, because ego is stemming from a place where it tries to protect us. And it tries to make us victim, or it tries to make another person sort of the, I don't know, the bad guy, right? To sort of stay alive and protect us. The ego has different ways to hide in the shadows. And so we always want to look at our intention. You know, our intention. Are we hurt because of our intention is good? You know, can we honestly say that the best thing for everyone here involved is the best thing possible? So I feel like there's working with ego, okay, and I need to face courage here. And I feel like for a lot of you guys could be in a relationship with the red rose and this heart here, okay, could be dealing with someone and feeling sort of let down. And I feel our ego's involved here. But I feel like with this 4 Wands and this 6 of Wands, like this is victory, and this is the marriage coming together, the union and the celebration. So we're celebrated here and being celebrated, and this is all about long term. Okay, so now our wish here with the dandelions, long term stability. Okay, this is the legacy we leave behind, the future sort of thing that we could build. And we have here this King of Cups, and I feel like with this King of Cups here, this is something that is emotionally really tied to our heart space. We really connect with it on an emotional level here. And again, this is coming through. I think it came through in one of the other readings. He's not wearing any clothes, which means he's kind of exposed and vulnerable with emotions and expressing self. So what I feel, pile number 3, we might not realize or see exactly how much in our ego we've been. Okay, like really like be very sort of neutral here. Maybe look from the other person's perspective. Oh my goodness. And have a change of how you're seeing your situation and what's happening with you. Because I have a feeling you feel like someone's hurt you on purpose potentially, or someone's lying to you or being deceitful to hurt you. And although something hurts, and although we might be in a situation where something wasn't upfront, that doesn't necessarily mean someone tried to lie to us to hurt us. So you might want to play that on slow and repeat. I don't know what I just said, but I feel like what I'm saying is that it's always the intention behind why things are happening. And sometimes if somebody acts in a certain way, it's all solely about them and them trying to do what's best for them. And it might rub us the wrong way or appear to us like a threat. That's ego. Okay, and so we might not be honest now because we're hurt. And I feel like you're hurt and it's difficult for you to be honest, okay? I don't think you want to lie, but I think maybe you're not sure then how to be yourself or authentic, because I feel like if you got hurt once, now we sort of do a tit for tat, and that's ego, okay? So there's an opportunity here for you to have a Four of Wands, which is a coming together, a celebration, by being very sort of exposed with how we feel, because I feel your feelings are involved here. Okay, in order for something to solidify here, and this is going to take a lot of courage, but we have to be recognizing the ego with the Strength card here and the Six Wands here. Something we're disguising. I think we're disguising something here, you know, and I feel the ego is disguising something here. So we need to reflect on this and see something differently. Okay, so let's see. This is getting interesting. Spirits, what is this messaging about then for pile 3? What are they needing to know exactly about their situation in the week ahead? Clear and concise. Can we dig in deeper? Any questions that they might have that I have not answered? Something I'm missing, because I do feel I'm missing something. Two Swords. And this is that limbo. Okay, sitting indecisive or not deciding. And I feel, because these swords are crossed, it's almost like two things that can't coincide. It's this or that. It cannot be both. Two things that cannot coincide. So I feel like one is a lie, or if we choose something, it comes with a lie, is kind of what I feel. It comes with a lie. So we got to be honest with ourselves before we choose, make a decision. 3 Cups. This is my reconciliation. Again, we see celebration. The 4 Wands celebration. 6 Wands, you know, being celebrated. 3 Cups, a celebration. A reunion. 2 of Wands, and they're crossed as well. 2 Wands is a decision, is a crossroads, is a choice we need to make. The Tower. The Tower is where we let the false fall away so that the new can be started and dealt with. But if we keep supporting the Tower, it's built on faulty ground, on shaky ground, and it's faulty. The foundation is faulty. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords doesn't fear anything, takes action, speaks the truth, confronts what he needs to confront. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And this is the card of making ourselves available. This is the confidence card. Okay, we're available, we're successful, we're solid. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, the universe has your back, okay? Wheel of Fortune. This is all about divine timing, the universe working with us. I see a spider, which is all about what we're creating here. Okay, so we're creating something here, and we're sort of working with the universe to create something that I feel is divinely timed, okay? And I think you're being asked to see things from a different perspective, because I feel like you might be seeing something that you think is absolutely true, and I feel like it's not, because it comes with a lie in some way. So it keeps you held back from making a decision, okay? It keeps you held back from making a decision. It kind of goes against you deciding what you're needing to do here. And I feel like there is peace to be had. There is happiness to be had. And there's a need for you to recognize this and allow the false to fall away, or whatever you're telling yourself, Okay, and I feel like there's a need to sort of confront this, like confront the truth, confront yourself. Okay, confront this situation from a different perspective now with truth, have a conversation, see it as clearly as you can, lean into this with confidence. Okay, because I feel like you might be shying away or telling yourself stories of why you cannot, and I don't think it's true. Okay, so we're going to see. What do we need to know about this? Why are we seeing this message, Spirit? As I do feel, and see we have 4 Pentacles. So we're really sort of held back here, okay, with 4 Pentacles. Because 4 Pentacles is where we're hanging on rather than allowing things to flow. And we might be feeling, like I said, like just hanging on to what didn't work and what was the lie, and really coming from sort of this mindset. So Spirit, what is this message about? What does pile 3 need to know? Why are we seeing this? What are they needing to know right here, right now, spirits? Thank you so much for this message. We have the 7 Wands. Oh, I keep saying that. Oh my goodness. 6 Wands again. Ego and victory. 5 Cups. Looking at what didn't work. Sadness, the Lovers, a choice, Gemini energy, divine couple, justice, balance, and Lovers with balance too. And the 2s were all about balance. We saw 2 Swords, 2 Wands, balance, duality, choices, restoring balance and justice here to have a victory. Okay, I see. I think I know what's going on here. Why is this 5 of Cups here though, Spirit? 6 of Cups, my reunion again. Okay, 3 Cups was a reunion, reconciliation, same with the 6 Cups. And with the Lovers here, this is my soulmates. This is divine counterpart and the start, destiny, the universe, our wish. Exactly what I said at the beginning. Yes. And here we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. Under that, we have the Queen of Swords, and she's in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, I feel as though your ego is getting in the way of a situation. Okay, now I'm not saying you weren't hurt, and I don't know this person exactly and what they did, but your message here is very clear. Okay, I feel like you're in pain here, and you don't need to be. Although if you want to sit in pain, you can sit there until you sort of start to get clear and remove the veil and start to see things from maybe a different perspective. And the perspective here is that the universe has your back, that whatever's happened did happen. Okay, that you're validated with the happenings and the pain and the suffering, but that there's a greater truth here. Bigger picture is that maybe you're only seeing a small little sliver, and that whoever was involved here might actually have good intentions, might actually be your wish, might actually be the outcome you want here. But you're too stuck on what has happened or what didn't work or what the past happened, that we're maybe doing a tit for tat, or now too fearful of just dropping the ego and exposing ourselves because we want justice, or we want to, yeah, like we feel we were unjustly sort of treated in some way here. Okay, and so although we might feel like something was unjust, coming from another sort of perspective, it might have not have been. And I know that might be hard to swallow. Okay, but our ego does tricks and starts to say that was unjust and woe is me because of all these things that certainly did happen, but try to think of it as an outsider sort of seeing what has happened here, or from the other person's perspective as to maybe what their intentions were and how it panned out. Because I do feel as though this is going to get you closer to your wish and your hope. And I feel like you want some sort of reconciliation. And look, we have poppies and 6 of Cups, which is the past. This is person, place, or thing of the past that touches our heart. Okay, a person, place, thing of the past that we are very nostalgic and connected to. A soulmate, you know, whatever this thing is, something that touches our soul deeply. Look at this child. Okay, this is child energy. So our inner child, I feel like something about confidence here. So maybe we took a confidence blow. Okay, so but whatever happened here, I don't think it was for you to feel like, I don't know, like it was yours, or that you were entitled to something, or that you know what the justice is, because only the universe knows what justice is, okay? Because karma is involved. So if you're not the universe, how are you to say what is just and what is not? Now, stay hopeful. Okay, stay hopeful. The choice is here. We're seeing the choice every which way, but I feel you're getting in your own way, and you can't make that choice when you're in crossed position. That gets in the way. So when we think bigger, when we detach from that energy, then the option becomes very open. Okay, the option to choose that workplace, that person, that path, that thing, whatever our hope or wish is, we get to choose this because it becomes available to us, because what is meant for us becomes available to us. But if we're too stuck in energies that didn't work, trying to fight a battle of the past, we miss out on the abundance that's coming in. Okay, the abundance that's coming in here. So I feel like you're in some sort of Seven of Cups sort of energy, and Seven of Cups could be, we're sort of confused. We're sort of confused. Yeah, and so what the Queen of Swords is, we're not seeing clearly. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, because in the reverse, it's like she doesn't know. She's not seeing clearly. She's not thinking clearly. This is sometimes my bitch card, so she's angry. She might be mad. She might be saying things, because of her experience, but she's not seeing clearly, and she could have her wish, this fantasy. Okay, this is like our fantasy or dream of something that we're hoping for, but she's getting in her own way, but not actually seeing something. Perspective. Okay, so universe is saying, hey, pile 3, how are you seeing a situation here? Like, is the ends justify the means, or do you want to take sort of this new perspective in order for things to shift? Because I think the outcome of what you're wanting is there for you once you embrace this sort of shift, rather than stay in a mindset and be right. Like Dr. Phil says, would you rather be right or be happy? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Ocho do Bitcoins, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's like the energy I'm feeling here with this Queen of Swords, it's almost like the energy that I'm feeling, and I do feel it's your energy, but again, it could be someone around you, because sometimes we pick up people around us. It's like, I wasn't told the truth, this didn't work out for me, therefore I want nothing to do with it, I'm not engaging, I'm not. Nope. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't see where this can lead. I don't even want to put in any energy into it. I don't want to dedicate any of my time. I'm not going to show up and create it anyway, so what's the point? That's what I see here. And Spirit's saying, change that perspective to something to say, hey, I have a wish that I know speaks to me. I'm not going to let the ego get in the way. That maybe you have to eat some sort of disappointment, and think like Jesus would, and be loving and forgiving of someone who did not know better. And maybe they didn't know better because they were engaged with something that, blinded them to something else. And it wasn't about hurting you, and it wasn't about lying to you, and it wasn't about not wanting for you to be happy, but it might have been very much selective from this person's point of view, because we don't know what this person was doing. And I feel like it's a person, but it could be a situation, a situation that screwed us over. And so we feel sort of screwed. Okay, but you're not. You might feel it, but we only allow ourselves to feel that way. Okay, we don't have to stay in that. So I'm going to pull final message here as sort of your final thing here, if you're still here, spirits, for pile number 3. What do they need to know? Final guidance, final message to wrap up this reading for beautiful pile 3. Wow, that one went flying. You guys, look at that. Look at that. 10 cups. 10 cups. You know what this is? Emotional fulfillment. You and someone else. Okay, so I think you have a wish here of 10 cups. That's you and someone else being emotionally fulfilled. Happily ever after. That's the fantasy dream, because we have the star right beside 7 cups, which is your fantasy, your wish, like something like a fairy tale here. A temperance. Yeah, it's like having to be balanced. Balanced perspective, healing, coming from a healed place in order to show up healed so that we can find cohesion in 10 cups. So Spirit's saying, are you coming from a healed place? Are you coming from a balanced perspective? Are you capable of showing up in an energy that can work with another to create a 10 cups? Or are you coming with a resentment and anger or a disappointment or some sort of mindset here? 10 of Wands, yeah, burdened. Okay, so you feel heavy and burdened here. You feel heavy and burdened, and Spirit is saying, balance this. And by balancing this is changing your perspective. You don't have to carry the whole load here. Okay, you don't have to carry a 10 wands. It's not a 10 wand situation unless you make it so. And you can carry 10 wands as long as you want to go, but you could put the 10 wands down and say, I'm no longer carrying a 10 wands because I'm choosing to shift how I see this. I'm putting the 10 wands down. I'm going to find balance here. I'm going to make different choices in how I think so that choices become available to me. Because again, the balance, the 2, okay, choices coming through again from a healed perspective so that I can get a 10 cups. Because I feel this is your wish, okay? And I feel this is Spirit saying this is what you're going to be getting here. So this week is you balancing your energies that I feel like have been a challenge, have been a struggle, okay? And I feel you do find balance, but I feel like the recognition here is you come into some sort of understanding. You don't want to carry 10 wands, okay? And that whatever isn't meant for you is not going to happen, and whatever is meant for you is going to happen. Nothing can be taken away from you that is yours, okay? It doesn't weigh a thing. What's meant for you doesn't weigh a thing. If we're carrying 10 wands, it's not for you. Because what is meant for you doesn't weigh a thing, okay? So, this is what I have. Pile number 3. I love you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.